and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie, and happy 12 days of Multichromas. I am posting 12 videos all the way through the 25th of December, all about multichromes, and I'm just going to be doing tutorials. We're going to be talking about new multichromes, reviewing, comparing, etc, etc. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 multichromes of 2021. I'm only going to be including multichromes that have launched in 2021, so nothing older, so that means there will be no Clionadh. Unfortunately, they have not launched anything new in 2021. They did relaunch their circle pans, but those are not multichromes. And also, not all of these are necessarily going to be the most unique multichromes of 2021. There's going to be 3 shades out of the 10 that I do have dupes for, but the other shades are very, very unique. And lastly, these are all based on my opinion, my preference, also my experience with multichromes, and just having lots and lots of multichromes. And I will be showing you swatches of each of the shades as I talk through them. These are in no particular order. I'm just gonna start going through them. So first up, we have the Touch of Glam Lucid Lavender Multichrome. This one absolutely swept everyone off their feet in 2021. I mean, when they started sneak peeking this shade, I think everyone just lost their mind. It was so, so beautiful. It was very unique at the time. However, I do have now dupes from Shine by SD, as well as, oh my goodness, I forgot that, as well as Pastel Roses UK, I believe. And then I do also know that Glam Shop does have a dupe to this shade. So it is not one of the most unique multichromes. However, it is, I think, just one of the top multichromes, just because of just absolutely amazing it is. It's just so magical, so dimensional. There's just so many shifts going on. It is just truly a standout shade to own. Next up, we have another kind of multichrome that took the world by storm, and this is the Lights Out Multichrome, which is a black to red to yellow, and there's a little bit of like green going on in the black as well. And this is such an interesting multichrome. Carla Cosmetics was not the first one to come out with a shade. The first shade I actually got that was like this is a pressed multichrome from Terra, and I do know that Notoriously Morbid also came out with a shade like that in a palette around the same time. I also have a shade from Pariah House Cosmetics called Something Wicked, and also Devinah just launched a new collection on Black Friday, and they also have a shade like that as well. I do not have that one yet, but I just wanted to shout out this one in particular from Carla Cosmetics because my experience with this multichrome is that it's always very, very satin. It really is not shiny at all, especially once you put it on the lid. It does even more like matte out, if that's a word. But I feel like Lights Out is probably just like the tiniest, more shiny out of all of them, and that's why I'm mentioning that one in particular. And then next up, we have Glam Rush from Shine by SD. This one is another really beautiful standout, a little bit similar to Lucid Lavender, but not quite as sheer. It is a purple, stunning shade. One of my favorite shades. I could wear this every day. Honestly, this is one of those multichromes besides Lucid Lavender I could wear every day, and I love the shade. I do have dupes from Pastel Roses UK for this shade, so it is not the most unique shade, and I believe there's a couple more dupes here and there, as well as the multichrome that's in the Odin's Eye palette in collaboration with Tina from the Fancy Face. I have 2 more shades to talk about from Touch of Glam, and then the rest of them are from Terra, and I mean, what can I say? Terra is killing the game with these beautiful multichromes. So next up is a Touch of Glam from Touch of Glam, and this is just such a beautiful multichrome. There's just so much dimension in here. It's really beautiful, shiny. I love the colors in here. And this one is pretty unique, though I think I have some similar shades. And then next up, we have Green with Envy, and I use this in a Reels tutorial, and I love this shade. It's just got a grunginess to it. It can be a little sheer, so you can layer it and just really bring out the green or bring out the red. But the red shift in it is just so striking because the base is such a like grungy, grassy green. So now into Terra Moons. Honestly, there's a lot more shades I think that are really, really amazing from the shades that they've launched this year, because Terra Moons just keeps launching all these unique multichromes that I can't dupe. So first up, we have Series, and this is just, when I first saw this shade, I just had no words. I mean, that's really for most of these shades here, but this one especially, there's something so interesting about it, and this one is, again, one of those multichromes you can layer and get a totally different kind of vibe out of it. I did use this one in a recent reel as well, and I just love this shade. Really smooth, really shifty. The tones are just so, so unique. Next up, we have Tidal Flare. Oh my goodness, this is such a like grungy, like fall multichrome dream. I love the tones in here. This is truly a magical shade. I believe I used it when I featured the Fall Equinox collection from Terra, and it is just so stunning on the lid. Very smooth and very shifty. Next up is a Veil Nebula. This one is another one of those super, super unique multichrome shades. There's just a lot of different flex throughout it, just a lot of dimension happening, lots of shifts. I absolutely love the tones in here, and I think that's something that really sets Terra Multichromes apart from other brands is they just have really unique tones of multichromes. They're not your typical and expected shade of multichrome. Next up we have Inertia. This is another grungy dream. This one reminds me of a very fiery type of sunset during fall season. And lastly is Helix Nebula. This shade, again, I love purples in general, so I really love especially purple multichromes, which we do have quite a bit of purples in here. I believe there's like about three or four-ish that at least have some sort of purple tone in it. This one is also very grungy, but it's got like a more really cool tone purple, almost like a taupey vibe, and I just have not seen any multichromes that come even close to this. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 multichromes of 2021. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your top 10 multichromes that launched in 2021? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much multichrome content up on my channel and much more to come. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.